What happened to Kid? Michael Popper's tale is perhaps one of the most perplexing stories in the Matrix universe. Kid had all the qualities to be the one, but for some reason, he disappeared, making his character one of the biggest Matrix mysteries of them all. What happened to Michael Popper, aka Kid, and why was he so important? Today we will be talking about the young prodigy who woke up without taking the red pill. Welcome to Matrix Explained.
Welcome to the desert of the real.
Before continuing this video, in celebration of the announcement of Matrix 5, we will be gifting a copy of the hardcover book, the 20th Anniversary Collector's Edition of the Matrix comic books. This graphic novel collects all 28 incredible stories from the Matrix, telling the events before, in between, and after the original movies, plus some original creative stories, such as an alien invasion and a little girl who could see beyond the simulation. If you want to participate in this giveaway, all you need to do is subscribe to this channel and tell us in the comments which is your favorite Matrix character and why. The winner will be chosen on July 1st. Good luck. Kid's origin and story are divided between multiple Matrix media. Michael appeared in Matrix Reloaded, Revolutions, in some of the comic books, and even in the video games, making Kid one of the most recurring characters in the franchise.
How do you know all this? Neo told me before. This guy is pissing on Neo's memory every time he opens his damn box and mouth.
The story of this young prodigy begins inside the Matrix. Michael was having dreams that were more real than his actual reality. For some reason, the young boy felt like he was living a lie and only felt alive when he was sleeping. In his dreams, Mr. Popper saw himself falling from the sky. This lingering and growing doubt led him to search the internet for answers. Then he meets someone in a chat room named Neo, who surprisingly understands the boy, and they begin to philosophize about what is true and what isn't. There are many theories regarding the cause and meaning behind Kid's dreams that led him to eventually wake up. We believe that Kid may have experienced something similar to what Bugs witnessed in Matrix Resurrections. It's possible that somewhere, somehow, Kid came into contact with someone or something that fractured his perception of reality. He may have seen or felt something that made him start dreaming about the event over and over again. Kid's story of how he became a red pill is unique because what happened to him is, at the very least, rare amongst the red pills. Kid woke up from the Matrix without the need of others to wake him up, and there lies the most controversial aspect of his story. According to the young man's backstory, when escaping from the agents of the Matrix, who had found him at his school, Michael Popper ran towards the roof of the building and leapt. He did this because he remembered his reoccurring dream and realized that real life was a lie. Him jumping off a roof is where his dream always ended. This part of the story is intriguing because Kid dies. We can see his grave and headstone, thus confirming his demise. Yet in reality, Kid's leap into the void made him wake up into the real world, and it was his residual self-image, his RSI, that died from the fall. The young man was able to separate his mind from his body before his RSI hit the ground. Remember that if you die in the Matrix, you die in the real world.
If you're killed in the Matrix, you die here?
The body cannot live without the mind.
And Kid managed to avoid death in the real world. He woke up without any special tracking system or equipment, without a lecture about knowing the truth, and without the option to choose whether to take the blue pill or the red pill. He just woke up, like waking up from a dream. His dream was telling him to leap, and so he did, once again making his story one of the most debated and controversial Matrix tales. The idea that someone can break free from the simulation simply by taking a leap of faith raises profound questions about the nature of reality and control. Taking a leap of faith was first referenced in the first Matrix movie, when Morpheus asks Neo to jump from one building to another as a test to measure how much his mind is still trapped in the Matrix.
Free your mind.
It is also a sad reference to those who take their lives after suffering delusions. This topic is mentioned in Kid's funeral, where it is mentioned that delirium caused Michael Popper to jump off the roof.
This is not real, and the real world lies somewhere else.
A typical mental delusion. We get unbalanced kids like this all the time.
This is perhaps the most disturbing aspect of the boy's story. Believing that we live in a simulation is not completely ruled out, and this has also been a big part of this franchise, the questioning of reality. After the death of Neo and Trinity in Matrix Revolutions, Morpheus took Kid as his student. As part of his training, in a simulation, Kid faced off against clones of Agent Smith, and there he learned how to dodge bullets like Neo, showcasing his potential as a Zion soldier. Besides this, there are other reasons Kid could have been Neo's successor or replacement. The most important one is that Morpheus said that the first rebel or person who escaped the simulation and who swore that he would return was someone who freed himself from the Matrix. To reiterate, Kid achieved something that only the original savior of humanity had achieved. It was assumed that Kid was going to be someone much more important in the future. In the then Matrix canon, before Matrix Resurrections, Neo and Trinity's bodies were never recovered by the humans. The machines took possession of them, and they lied to the humans. After Kid completed his training, he led a civil war against the machines. It is unknown what happened to Kid. We only know that Zion was destroyed. So Kid most likely died in the war, but he may have survived and managed to reach his true potential, and he is now someone near or as powerful as the Integral Anomaly. For a moment, we thought that maybe Kid was going to fulfill some important role in the fourth movie, as the actor who played Kid, Clayton Watson, was added to the film's IMDb page. Yet when the movie was released, Kid was nowhere to be found, not even in a deleted scene, and no statements have been made regarding why Kid was not in the movie. Sadly, Kid is just another character and story with a lot of untapped potential. Just add him to the pile of wasted potential story arcs that we may never see in any media. But do you agree? What do you think about Kid? Was he important or simply overrated? Will we ever see him again? For Matrix Explained, please leave a like and subscribe. And thank you for visiting the Desert of the Real.